Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, and what your guides would like to say to you. Leo, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to you to solicit for private readings. I do offer private readings, and information about that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. So this reading is about what your guides want to say and have been trying to communicate to you, perhaps through signs and synchronicities, dreams, other people. We shall see. I'm going to be doing your tarot reading with the Radiant Wilds Tarot, which is a fairly new deck to me, and the Untamed Elemental to get the overall energy for your reading. So cards have been pre-shuffled. I wanted to also point out that I have, for this series of readings, I have a beautiful feather that I collected along my travels, and a beautiful pink or rose crackle quartz. So to get some amplification and some clarity. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for the clarifiers, and I may pull more if I need more. So we shall see. Okay, and your overall energy is the manta ray. The manta ray I don't really know much about as an animal, but I can imagine that it is very stealth. If we look at like the stealth fighter jet or something like that, anytime we think of the word stealth, it has this beautiful sleek design, and I think that manta rays are shaped this way to enhance their swimming. And now I see somebody like Michael Phelps, or what's her name, Katie Ledecky, I believe her name is. So just like really champion swimmers, or the human version of a manta ray, or something that is streamlined, that somehow you are streamlining processes in your life to move more quickly, or glide more smoothly, or fast track your way through to a manifestation. Which, you know, we want to move in divine timing and in the speed with which we're meant to move, and yet there's something about your energy that's like, well, you know, I was meant to accomplish, and I was meant to be bold in life, and like, why am I gonna let you or anyone dictate to me what my limitations are? So I'm certainly not dictating that to you, but that's kind of the energy that I feel from you. There's a little bit of like standing up for yourself, or just a kind of I'll show them kind of feeling to you right now. So I don't know if you're going through a phase where you're feeling a little frustrated or fed up, and maybe not receiving the kind of help that you were hoping for, and so you're having to be resourceful, to think outside the box, to change your methodology, the way that you do things, in order to accomplish your aims. That's very weird. When I was shuffling, and I actually flipped the deck over and started shuffling, which I never do, that just is another indication to me that it's kind of like you're turning things on their head. It's like, I see this image of somebody like flipping a table. I don't encourage you to flip a table. We can be civilized about things, but in your mind, metaphorically, I think you're flipping a table. So, angel, spirits, guides, what messages do you have? What do the Leo spirit guides have as their overall message? 6 cards flew out right away. That's it. Okay, 2 major arcana, both in reverse. In the challenges and fears that you have that your spirit guides would like to talk to you about. You got the Lovers in the reverse, Gemini energy, number 6. The other day, this was kind of appeared to me as beautiful. This energy is a beautiful waterfall of love kind of trickling out, that perhaps you and a significant other, a partner, a friend, a close person to you, a soulmate of some kind. It's almost as if the idea is it's like coming together, and that the love energy kind of emanates from your union. It emanates from your connection. You got this card in reverse. The card also represents making a choice about something. The Lover's card used to be known as the Choice. You're at the top. I mean, there's kind of a hill here, but it feels like this energy in the upright is at the top. And so it's almost like I see you, you know, if we were to continue, I mean, it is kind of a desert landscape themed tarot deck. If we were to continue upon that idea, that image of the desert, it's almost like I see you slogging away through the sand, and it's hot beneath your feet, but you can't move any faster than what you're doing right now, right? Hence that need to be that sleek energy. You're trying to move faster, but it's almost as if you're being made to just slog it out. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, right? We're not quite where we want to be financially, or in the material world in some way. Maybe your finances are fine, but you're just not in the state of comfort or stability that you would like to be in right now, because you got the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. 10 of Pentacles is a energy, an earth energy. The pentacles represent Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earth energy. So we're talking about the material world, the interactions in our everyday lives, physical things, opportunities, doors opening, conversations, really tangible things. That's what we're talking about here with the 10 of Pentacles. You know, doors opening, the sun, this idea of the sun kind of coming through. You don't really have that. That's your challenge right now. It's almost like Spirit is saying, you know, life is a series of choices, and you're looking at your choices right now thinking, have I made the right ones? I'm going to ask for clarifier. What specifically, Spirit, do they have to choose? What is on their mind right now? So you got the 4 of Wands in the reverse. As we can see here, somebody who's pregnant, right? I don't know if you're feeling pregnant right now or feeling pregnant. You either are or you aren't, but maybe you're trying to be pregnant, or you're pregnant with ideas, or you know, and in the reverse, it's kind of like you're lacking those ideas, that creativity. You want to birth something new. 4 of Wands is often referred to as the 1111 card. Can sometimes refer to twin flame energy, but more about like a solid structure, right? This I see is very interesting because I look at it as like a clock face, a watch face, like counting down the seconds. But you have it in reverse. It's almost like, do you feel like you're running out of time, or that time seems to be for you like oddly expanding and contracting, but not. It's funny, I was having this conversation today with somebody, and we were at work, we were talking about how in her culture they would talk about time moving too quickly, and I said, oh, time flies when you're having fun. And she goes, no, that's not what it means. Like in her culture, she's Filipina, so I guess in the Philippines, that's what she told me, people sometimes say time is passing, and it's something that they, you know, it's like a lament. It's a sadness that You only have this time now. And I don't say that to make you depressed in any way. It's more that you could be going through a period right now where this need to streamline is because there's a sense in you, perhaps a little bit of an anxiety in you, that I'm you know, our days are numbered, and our days are always numbered, aren't they? But it's like almost like Spirit is saying embrace the present moment, because that gratitude in the present moment is what's going to expand it for you. They clearly said that. Another major arcana card, this also flipped out as a clarifier, the Hierophant in reverse. The Hierophant is referred to as the Pope of the Tarot. So it's a figurehead that links the divine and the earthly, right? So a pope, like a religious figure or icon of some kind of see how like levitating above the fray, above the rest. It's a number 5 card, and it can refer to our connection to the divine, but it's in reverse. So maybe you're at a loss right now. The challenges right now for you, or the connection that you're seeking with Spirit, right? And this is the message from your spirit guides. So it's almost like they're saying, please, it's almost like, please use us, please tap into our energy, ask us for help. You know, they always say angels are not here to interfere, because you have free will, but they're surrounding you to protect you. So ask them for protection, ask them for guidance. That's what Spirit guides. They're here to guide you. You know, even if it's like, I want to move faster. Okay, that's great. Like, ask them. It's almost like, if I see this kind of like jetting through the water, it's almost like your spirit guides are here kind of sparkling and like trailing behind you, like they're with you wherever you go, right? But there's all in the challenge position, challenges and fears, all the cards are in reverse. It's not a bad thing, but 10 of Pentacles, the Lovers, 4 of Wands, the Hierophant, those are all kind of major player cards, and it's nothing to it's also just like also an acknowledgement for you to just acknowledge that you're feeling this way. And you know, Leo, that may be kind of tough for you. It's like it's tough. I just feel like you know, I don't want to throw the word pride in here, because when we're talking about Leo, the lion, etc., etc., just human pride, or human, even the way that I came into this reading today, you know, I didn't know if I was going to have the energy to do it. It was kind of a rough day, and I didn't know if I was going to have the energy to deliver this message, but there was something in your energy. I was thinking about the Leo, and in your energy, it's like, nope, we got to keep going. I felt the 9 of Wands card, like living to fight another day, like just keep going, because this is what you're, you know, what you're committed to. You got to do it. You're committed to it, and I am committed to it. So I feel that that's part of it. Everything, you know, I see everything as part and parcel of the message that's for you. And so even before I sit down to this desk to read your cards for you, I'm thinking about it, and I'm asking my guides to give me clarity too, and your guides to give you clarity. So I do feel as though there's a struggle to just like keep going, because it's been a slog and you're just really trying your best. So what are the lessons that we have to learn right now? Got the Star in reverse, major arcana, representing Aquarius energy. The Star represents healing, wish fulfillment. This reminds me of a flag. Which flag is it though? Lebanon, maybe? I'm not sure. Take it as it resonates. It reminds me of a flag. I'm sorry that I don't know which one it is. But the star energy, and you can see here, it's almost like this figure here, which is kind of galactic, but then there's like remnants. It's almost leaving an old version of yourself in the past after this beautiful healing. I also see kind of weird out of place leaves here. One, it reminded me of mistletoe, but also like the leaves of an olive branch. It's kind of like making peace with someone, something, with spirit. I just heard that, making peace with spirit, or a representation of spirit. So this could be somebody that you looked to for guidance, and perhaps they were not quite your cup of tea. And so there's kind of a, I don't know what to make of that actually. So this is an olive branch. So that could be wrapped up in your healing process too with the star. Are you trying to, is there a lesson right now? You're trying to heal a connection with somebody. Six of Wands here, clarifying it. It's victory, clarity. Not, I mean, I would say third eye energy, but it takes up like almost like half the head here, and then radiates out. That clarity becomes so vital, but it's intuitive clarity. It's not just facts and figures and he said, she said, which is not as reliable actually. It's your third eye, it's your intuition, it's your connection to the divine and to you, the divine in yourself. I'm going to ask, what is it that needs healing? What is this referring to? I just got a weird jolt of pain that radiated from this part of my shoulder all the way down here and into my hand. This part of our body, like right in between the shoulder blades. I don't know if you've ever had a hard cry, like a hard cry. We all had a hard cry at something. Have you ever noticed that when it really bubbles up from your core, that pain, that crying out, you feel that pain right in that place? Do you ever notice that? Because I do. And when I think about a memory that truly hurts me, that I'm trying to recover from, that pain comes out right in that spot, and it just was like a electroshock right there when I asked what you're trying to heal from. I mean, I see a victory card here, so there will be success, but you have to be brave to face it. Nine of Cups. Again, this is two cards of wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment in the major arcana. This is wish fulfillment in the minor arcana. Now, Cups energy is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It's the element of water. And it's almost like, so I said you have to face it. You have to hold the mirror up to yourself with something that you want so deeply. So I was going to say so badly, but that was almost trite to say something you want so badly, something you want so deeply. Deep, 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 deep. Deep in your core, something deep. See how it's not even in the hand yet? It's like floating above. It's not even in the hand yet. Whatever this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment and contentment is, there's anytime we see a rainbow, it's like a prism, right? It's like light refracting into its constituent pieces. And so it's almost as if Spirit is saying, when you look at yourself or you look at this situation, what is required is to put a new lens on the situation, or the new lens on the story you've been telling yourself. or the story you've been telling yourself regarding that situation? Are you able to put a new lens on it and see it for its complexity? And maybe it's not just a matter of he or she or they hurt my feelings. They're an a-hole. I don't need to tolerate this anymore, etc., right? Maybe it's not that simple. Our anger and our fear and our resentment can make it that simple. This is the lesson. Your next steps, your advice. This is your advice, right? The Six of Pentacles in reverse. This sense of equal give and take. It's the Justice card in the Minor Arcana we can see here. It's funny, this morning, we go down the rabbit hole of videos on Facebook, Instagram, wherever. And it was this one video. Have you ever seen two giraffes fighting? And I love giraffes. I have very close symbolic connection to giraffes. And I saw these two giraffes running. Have you ever seen, Leo? Because they basically thwack each other with their necks. They just like hurl their necks at each other and just hurt each other that way. It looks absolutely stupid. But I'm sure they've, it's effective somehow, or else the animals wouldn't keep doing it. Almost like they're fighting over the same watering hole. I've pulled this card a couple times and I've never noticed this. I never paid attention to it. This idea that if this is the card Six of Pentacles, Pentacles earth energy, if this is the card that represents equal give and take, right? And you got it in reverse. It's almost like I see those two giraffes just thwacking each other with their necks. That your advice here, right? If we would like to flip this card over, stop thwacking whomever. Stop try. It's almost like you're hurting yourself. Like you're using your own neck to try and hurt somebody else. Literally your neck. My neck is on the line. That expression that you're hurting yourself in the process, and Spirit's kind of like, please stop. Please stop. Please stop. We can find another way. The Four of Pentacles, clarifying that. Four of Pentacles is, you have a lot of Pentacles energy in this reading. Pentacles energy talks about holding on tightly to something. I mean, imagine you're this character walking through the airport, this is all your luggage. How uncomfortable. Yes, we've earned this luggage. Yes, we've packed it so carefully and all of our precious contents are inside, but what a hell of a thing to be lugging around the universe. So Spirit is saying you're holding on tightly to something. They're not saying that's a bad thing, but what if what you're holding on to is something that's actually in this depiction, in this tarot card, which is from this deck that I've intuitively chosen for these readings. This looks like burden. So Spirit is asking you, is this, can you release something right now? Do you trust the universe with this? Like, let's say it's like your bag and it's got a lot of beautiful things in it. Can you trust the universe to carry it for you? Can you trust Spirit that they have your back? Can you ask them to have your back? Let's get one more card of clarifier, because I guarantee you the manta ray is traveling light. That's part of the whole thing. They're traveling light. Two cards came out for you. This deck is thoroughly shuffled, I guarantee you. The King and Queen of Cups together, divine partnership, but both in reverse. The King of Cups is Scorpio energy, Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Two cards of people who are very in touch with their emotions when the cards are in the upright. In touch with their emotions. See, look at this too, right? I was asking you to You know what? Are you able to put a new filter on something to see it differently? The King of Cups energy in the upright is totally dialed in. Queen of Cups totally tapped into that beautiful complexity. But in the reverse, this partnership of people who would normally be able to feel their feelings, access their feelings in a healthy way, in a stable way, express those feelings in a healthy and stable way. In the reverse, not so much. In the reverse, it's the messages are a little muddled. So with the Lover's card that you got in the reverse as your challenge, and this being in your next steps and advice from Spirit, if this has to do with a divine partnership, a marriage, a relationship, a work colleague, a friend, whomever you're trying, a counterpart, they're saying, like, they're showing me the Six of Cups. It's not in your reading, but I'm seeing that card. Like, can you remember what is so special about this union in order to I'm trying to find the right words. In order to, I can't find the right words to describe what I'm saying. It's like rekindle that friendship, that relationship, rekindle, because it's in dire straits, I see. It's like different worlds. And part of this feels like cutting our noses to spite our faces, you know. I just heard, like, is it more important for you to be right? You may be right. I'm not saying that you're not right, but can we be right, but also be loving? Can we be right and be compassionate? Can we be right and not stick it in somebody's face? That's something for you to ponder, Leo. If this reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification if you'd like to be updated as to when I post new readings. And I thank you so much, Leo.